All right. What's going on, everyone? Aaron here at Clean Cuts Lawn Care. It is Friday morning. Just pulling into the lot right now, a little behind my normal schedule at 7:30. So yesterday I did the northern part of this route, and when I mean northern, I mean north of the main road. Got those 13 done. And today I'm going to do the southern part of it, which now has 8 left. This route used to have 25 on it, but it's down to 21, I believe. A guy that we do work for, he flips houses. He just sold one of the houses. A couple weeks ago, a woman says she can no longer afford it. I know there was 2 more and I just can't think of it right now. So throughout the last 2 months, we lost 4 on this route. Maybe 3. Maybe we lost 3. I think so. So yeah, there's 8 left to do. It poured last night, which is great. We need it, but I mean, it poured. So these properties I'm going to, these are the ones where if it's wet, you're gonna have a problem. So it's okay that I'm late. It needs to dry up a little bit. I need to get into the shop anyway. Grab some waters. All my waters are in there. So not gonna really be in a huge rush to get it started. Like I said, it does need to dry out a little bit, but all right, let's go. So this trailer gate, it's 2 feet wider than our other trailer, and so much heavier. You have to pick it up from the middle, or it just kind of goes crazy on you, and I don't want to put pressure on the welds or have anything go wrong. I need to go get new garage door springs and D-rings and eye bolts and get them installed. I just haven't had time lately. But for now, let me see here. I think for now I'll just do this for now. It's hard to do it with it not being a rope, There we go. Cinch it up. There. So at least we have something to grab onto and, lift it up to get it up to your chest, and then, all right. up. One more right there. All right, so they just poured this driveway. The driveway used to only come out to the garage, end of the garage here. So he redid the whole driveway and that walkway back there. I'm sure it's dry. Man. Just gotta be careful near it. He's obviously a professional mason. He did all the work himself. His other house was very similar to, not the house, but the driveway. Let's go take a look. All right, yeah, so he poured this himself. He put in this stamp. Huh, he's got the directions the right way too. Because you would think if they're gonna put a stamp here, they would, just for the looks of it, they would have the north up there, south down here. But north is that way for sure, east is that way. So that's pretty cool. And then this border here, almost the same exact border he had on his old one. Then he also did a thing in the back, a patio. Let's go check the patio out. All right, she came out to warn me there's a bee's nest on that table in the backyard. They've had problems with bees nest back there before, and they pay a company every month to come, and they like put powder all over the house and on the property. And this is the third time they've had problems with the bees. So I don't think I'll be paying that company anymore. But I was glad she told me, because I am allergic to bees. You know, me and bees have a truce. They let me live, I let them live. Day is over. I probably could have finished it a lot sooner, but these, like I said, these properties on this part of the route, which would normally be our first part of the route, these are bigger properties, a lot more trimming, edging, mowing. So we do these 8, and then we move a little bit north, and that's where we have you know, 13. Like I said, I think we used to have like 23 on this route, but I think now it's 21, 23 or 24. So these 8, they're bigger, they're more spread out, and the other 13, you know, they're the small cookie cutters, and they're boom, you know, right in all in one section. You know, you're driving 1 minute or 2 minutes, and you know you're there. So some of these I honestly like. This whole area has nothing but huge oak trees and maple trees. And even the names of the streets is kind of like a play on words. Oak View, Maple Leaf, you know, because that's all. There's so many of them. Problem is, like, one house, I showed it on camera, I don't know if it'll be in here, that yard does not grow. Her backyard butts up to the woods that's filled with oak trees. And then she has a, you know what, it's a huge tree in the front yard. And then a huge tree on the tree lawn. Honestly, I've never actually looked at them trees. I want to say the tree lawn is an oak tree, and probably the front yard as well. I've never looked at it, to be honest with you, but I think they're both oaks. That yard doesn't grow. I mean, we could let it go for 4 weeks, and it might look like a one week growth. So, but it doesn't matter, you know. I mean, you signed up, so you know, we charge. It didn't get mowed last week, so it got mowed this week. Now you could say, well, it didn't need mowed, but after I mowed it, I mean, it still had a nice look to it. You could tell it was a fresh cut on it. Got the stripes back in it, so it had to be mowed. Next week we're doing curb appeal service again, because nothing's growing really, you know. And I mean, honestly, like, in that situation, what do? Do you go ahead and take 3 weeks off and make no money for 3 whole weeks? I don't see how you could, you know. And the reason I'm enforcing the curb appeal service is because we went, so it would have been from like, from June to like middle of July. We didn't collect, instead of collecting 4 weeks, we didn't collect till the end of the 7th week. And I said, that's never happening again. And it was because skipping lawns, because, you know, because we didn't have any rain, and you know, that's when Robbie picked to go on vacation, and me and Vicky went on vacation because they weren't growing. And so it would have been 6 weeks had we not both went on vacation. But still, I said, no, this is done. It's over with. I'm enforcing our policy, and next year it's being changed. You know, they're gonna get a monthly price, and I'll charge them all on the 1st, never ahead of time. I don't want anyone's money ahead of time, because what if something goes wrong? What if I was to get hurt or really sick, and they paid ahead of time for this service, but I'm not out there to do it, and now I'm holding their money? I'm not doing that. So I will stick to doing the services first and then charging. But yeah, if the lawns don't need mowed and we skip it for the week, if we get rained out all week, it doesn't put us back. You know what I'm saying? On the 1st of the month, you're still going to get charged the same amount regardless. I brought this up to a guy I was speaking with, who also is in the same business, and when I started explaining it to him, he was like, oh my God. He's like, I have to do this, you know, because he's hurting right now with the weather, and the lawn's not growing, and he's just been skipping everything, and he's not able to charge anything, obviously, for it. When I told him about the curb appeal service, first he was like, oh, I'm going to implement that. Then when I told him, well, next season, here's what I'm doing, then he was like, no, forget the curb appeal service. I'm just going to do the monthly billing with the credit card on file, and do it that way. So, you know, to me, it's just, I look at it like, you know how many customers you have, you know what you're charging everyone per month, so you know how much money is coming. You can count on it every month. You can count on this much coming in, right? And it it just makes everything so much easier. You know, you need to buy a new piece of equipment. Well, you know, on the first of the month, X amount of profits coming in, right? Or at least X amount of, well, just whatever, X gross. You know, your gross coming in is going to be this much, minus the sales tax, right? Because unfortunately we don't get to keep those. We just get to charge it, hold it in our bank accounts all month, and then pay a processing fee to pay it. I don't get it. It's not like we're paying a bill that we're responsible for, like, you know, our own bill. No, we're collecting the sales tax by force, paying it by force, and then paying a processing fee to pay it. Whatever. In fact, I gotta pay July's sales tax tonight. I was supposed to do it last night, but I was exhausted, so I didn't do it, but it's alright. Looks like rain's coming in. I hope it rains all weekend. That'd be great, you know. So, alright, I'm heading back to the shop, and then it's over with. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know everything I'm doing wrong, and keep them edges clean, boys. I'm out.